Has the search to secure your next rental property got you feeling a little bit shocked and overwhelmed? Does it feel like every property that you go to inspect, there's 10 other people all ready to apply? Does it feel like by the time you try to make an appointment, the property is already leased? I mean, you're calling, booking, applying, but you seem to be getting nowhere. Does this all sound familiar? If you said yes, then you will not want to skip this video. The next few minutes may save you the next few months of the stress and anxiety that can often come when having to move homes, particularly in a competitive market. I'm Saskia from Advantage Property Group, and here are my top 5 reasons why you probably haven't secured a property yet. All right, well, you made it this far. Congratulations. As the old saying goes, knowledge is power. So I hope that this video empowers you to secure that next rental property. Grab your pen and paper and let's dive in. Because tip number 1 is you snooze, you'll lose. The Perth rental market is at its absolute peak. It is absolutely crazy. What this means is we do not have enough rental property to support the level of demand that's out there right now. So you don't have the luxury of sitting around and trying to work out whether you like this or like that. If you see a property that you like, in fact, you should actually pre-apply in advance. Tip number 2 is go big or go home. You have got to lead with your absolute best offer in a competitive market. And some of the key things that we look at, beyond making sure that we've got a high quality tenant in terms of like looking after the property, is the length of tenancy. So the longer the term, the better. So that means you should start by offering a 12-month lease, not a 6. The amount of rent. Offer the asking rate, or if you have the capacity to offer a little bit more without putting yourself into financial distress, perhaps go ahead and do that as well. And the third thing is, how quick can you start the tenancy? How quick can you close the deal? That's also really important. So keep those 3 factors in mind when you're filling in your application. Which also brings me to tip number 3, which is it is all or nothing. You need to make sure when you do submit your application that all of the information, relevant information, has been supplied. The key things that we need for you to do is to ensure that all the privacy consents and declarations have been signed, because we can't actually start the process without that. Making sure that you've got 100 points of ID for every single applicant that will be named on the lease. And also making sure that you've got proof of income. And that the contacts that you're supplying are to your HR or to the person that can verify your employment. Also, a really big one is for your rental history, is ensuring that you've actually got the name, contact number, mobile and email for the person who's supplying the reference. I would say probably 7 out of 10 applications are always missing that information, and that's pretty critical information. So the more complete your application is, the faster we can actually process it. And when you're competing with so many other applicants, you want to make sure that you've got all the information there. Tip number 4, your actions speak louder than words. I was a little bit hesitant about sharing this tip, but I do feel like it is a critical one. So something that you need to keep mindful of is your application process is a similar process to when you apply for a job, okay? So we actually start to monitor the process from the minute you make contact with us. Critical factors are, do you return calls promptly? Do you turn up on time? There's no point in supplying character references and have people try to convince us that you're a reliable person and then you don't turn up on time. Sort of defeats the purpose. So keep that one in mind. Actions speak louder than words. And my 5th and final tip is help me help you. There are so many properties that don't even make the public market. they're actually leased before they even get to the public market on realestate.com is what we would consider the public market. And the reason for that is because we actually have a prospective tenancy database. The link will be below this video, so you can click straight into it. And basically what you do is you fill in all of your contact details and supply a bit of a wish list on what it is that you're looking for. So your price range, the date you need to move in, the configuration of the property, and all of the suburbs that you're interested in. So once we have a property that we know is coming to market, we can actually match that for you and send you a notification that it's about to come through. So it sort of just gives you a bit of a jump or a head start before it actually hits the public market. So there you have it. There are my 5 key reasons why you probably haven't secured a property just yet. It is extremely competitive, and I hope that this information has been helpful. If you would like to get in touch on the phone or the email and have a chat, if you want me to elaborate a little bit more, then please feel free to do that. Wishing you every success.